I moved to from Dominican Republic to United States back in 2004. So that was January 2004. I remember the day, the time. I remember every detail. It's unbelievable. You know, I remember like when I was getting into the car at my parents' house and saying bye today to all of them and all the neighbors and all the kids, everyone crying. You know, it felt like it was a funeral, honestly, you know, and I know I went through that when I saw other people leaving the country. I saw, you know, the sadness and I experienced that myself, but I didn't know it was gonna be that serious, that intense, you know. Seeing kids crying on the floor, you know, and as the car is moving away from your hometown, from your very own home, the only place that you knew, and as the car is moving and you look back and you see people waving and crying at the same time, I never forget that. I will never forget it. Yeah, and that was back in January 2004. I moved, I flew into Miami, and then I stayed in Miami, Florida for until 2016. At that time, I moved to Chicago. Mm-hmm. Yes, and the reason I moved to Chicago is because that's where I did my training, you know, my fellowship. So I did my training, my adult, because to be a child and adolescent psychiatry, you need to be an adult psychiatry first. But then I felt like, you know, I wanted to learn more. I felt like what I got as far as working with kids and adolescents was not sufficient for me to face, you know, those particular patient, that population. So I went into and did 2 more years in training. And that's when I moved to Chicago. So I went to the University of Illinois, located at Chicago, just right in the center in downtown. So that was a completely different, unique, and amazing experience there. But we thought about what was best as a family for the kids, and that's why we ended up moving to Jacksonville. So since we moved from Miami to Chicago, we never got back to Miami, you know, to live, like to be established. We moved from Chicago to Jacksonville because, you know, we came to the city. I reviewed the whole education, you know, private school, public school. We reviewed the neighborhood even before coming for interview. And then, you know, looking for like, what will be the best setting for me to work. So I had the opportunity to pick what was best for us as a family, and I ended up moving here. I ended up moving to Ponte Vedra. You know, I'm not like in Jacksonville, I'm in St. Johns County because I wanted my kids to experience the public school system. Like living in a family setting and being able to raise my kids and do the job that I love.